Hi Soul Family, we're doing our reading up here on the patio because the hills are too hot. I went out this morning and I was in the poppy fields and it was beautiful, but it got too hot and I'm too fair. I got these milky peaches and I don't want them getting fried. So I literally just put up my tarp again because the patio here, I call it the catio because this is where they hang, right? All of us, all three of us. Actually, how many cats live in this house? In my particular studio, we've got Willow, Liger, Siam, and me. 4. So I came out and I looked at my patio and all of my little tiny things are gone, but all of the plants are exploding. Look how happy everybody is. The roses are doing fantastic. The moonflowers are starting to sprout. This is catnip from last year. It's starting to come in. Look at the pansies. My mom's geraniums are coming back. I love this time of year. Look at all the new growth on the cacti. This little one was just a little nugget. And look how tall it's gotten. And that one is my little one that I saved from Sedona. It was just a little round ball and now it's a family. And the lilies are coming back. It must be about Easter soon, right? Look at this catnip for Liger. And this was just a little piece of something, I don't know, somewhere. And I thought, oh, I don't want it to die. So I stuck it in there. Now it's grown. So that'll probably get a pink flower on it. And my pansies were doing so well because I had that charged and I had that sitting there. This was something that I got from the coast, and I thought, that needs to come home and have a little pocket. So what I wanted to show you guys, there's my other ones growing like crazy too, and it's a beautiful day. Beautiful day. So we're doing our reading here, and I packed all my hats. They're all in Sedona, except for my wild root hat, my black hat, and my landlord goes, would you want a St. Patty's? He goes, he didn't call it a St. Patty. He said a shamrock hat, a good lucky hat. It's never been worn, so he hands me this. His name is Pat, and they call him Patty. That's why. So I thought, all right, so today is a lucky day for somebody. So what I want to show you is the crystals. I told you guys I was going to show you the crystals, and I did do a reading, and I showed all the crystals. But that was the reading I decided not to share. So what I'm going to do is I've got them lying here on a mat, and I'm going to move them into the sun, because this was in the sun when I first laid them out, and it's not now. It no longer is. So we're over here, and I'm going to show you them really quick, and we're going to do choices, right? You're going to pick from certain items. And I was really sad because remember my beautiful little messenger that came, the woodpecker delivered us the pecker from my mom used to say, what if, how much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? And then there was something about woodpecker too. I just thought of that just now. I thought I lost that. I did. I lost it. I lost and I stuck it in my shoe, and then I thought, okay, I'm going to stick it in the deck in between the cards, and that way I won't lose it, my little feather that came from the woodpecker. And so I unpacked all my stuff from Sedona, and after I went on that last hike, and all of a sudden it miraculously appeared again. So I have it. So this is what I want to show you. This is what I brought down from the mountain. These are the crystals, and you can see in the sun now. When I showed it to you at first, these ones are dull. They need to be dusted off, like with water. I need to rinse them with probably, but I have to be very careful because they're very fragile. Look at. If I were to peel this back, all of this underneath here is crystal, all inside. See inside those little pockets? It's all crystal. So there's one. There's a little one. This one, and clear quartz. I mean, these are powerful. My landlord was, what are you going to do with those? And I'm like, I don't know. I'll think of the perfect spot. And I did. Just wait till you see. Look at this. It's all inside the little caves. It's all crystals. So these ones, most of these ones are white, but you'll see that some of them are green. See these ones? So those are the ones that probably have moss in them. Look at the sparkle. When I was trying to show them to you, I was in the house, and like these ones are more calcified, but if you could get this dust, if I went to get that off, you would see that the crystals inside and up close. And look at the little caves, all inside. If I broke that apart, that's all crystal inside there, but I don't want to. I like it. This one is a little green heart. Isn't that cool? And then look, the whole thing is a heart, and it has a pocket. Look at the little cave. Actually, I can just let you look here now because the sun's kind of coming. I love this little one. This one was always my little favorite because it's almost like it's in a little acorn shell. Like a little nut. It's like opened up inside, and look, oh, you're so beautiful. So that one's a kind of more green and the darker. You can see the green, right? Look at that. And I didn't chunk anything out of the mountain. I didn't do any digging. This is what slid down. I just walked along and they were lying there. So I said I felt okay about taking them. And we showed you that one. Look inside there. Look at that. Isn't it interesting? On one side it's the white kind of calcified, and on this side it's more of the pink and green, depending on the what is exposed to the light, I suppose. Right? This is all crystal inside, and so we just have little pieces, and then there's bigger chunks, which is really cool. Look at this. Isn't that amazing? You just walk along and there they are. I just love this. And there's the green one again. And that. So then I found, this was the very first one that slid down after I said I'm not going to break anything off the mountain. What's mine will come to me. And this slid right down to me. This was the first one. And I was like, oh my God, I was so excited. I was just like, oh my God. Look inside. I know that inside here are bigger chunks underneath here, but I'm afraid I don't know if I should break it open. So all of these slid down to me, and then this came when I was on the trail, and I love this sparkle dust. To me, it's like fairy dust. Magic on the trails. This is why Sedona is the Magic Kingdom. That big heart is made of the same, and it sparkles in the right light. So does that one. Isn't that incredible? I just love that. So I got that because I love the layers, right? And it's always the triangle. 3, full circle completion. Self, higher self, and spirit, right? In a couple, it's the 2 couples and then spirit together. And it's also 3 for the Ascended Masters. It's also an incredibly powerful number for women, goddess energy. And then I found this. Look at this. Isn't that the neatest ever? This is a type of stone. It's hard. And look at the little diamonds everywhere. Look at the diamonds. Oh my God. I hope you guys can see what I'm seeing. So I put that on top of that. And there's my feather. It showed up again. So the woodpecker says that they want you to keep hammering away at whatever this is that you've been working on. Keep working at it because you're almost there. Another message says that there's an opportunity coming. That's what woodpecker says. There's an opportunity coming and we want you to dive on it. Another message says if you've been banging your head against the wall and not getting anywhere, leave it alone. Go out in nature, enjoy yourself, let it be. Go do something else, get your mind off of it, and come back to it later because the woodpecker pecks to get the bugs. If they don't get the bugs right away, they leave it alone. And they've pecked, and now the sap's going to run down and catch the bugs for them. So it means Spirit says, what do you desire? What is it that you want? You do this, A, B, C, and D. You go do that. 1, 2, 3. Leave it. We'll take care of the rest. Come back. We'll tie it up and hand it to you with a little bow. That's kind of the message. Okay, so because of that, because of the woodpecker coming forward, we're working with the feathered omens, and we're working with the divine circus oracle I heard. So my mouth is extremely chapped. Not chapped, parched. Hold on. These 2 have been hanging out here all day. Those 2 crows. Hi, guys. Hey. Hi, guys. What do you want to say? Hi. All day, those 2. Okay, so let's see if crow medicine comes up today. Crow doesn't necessarily mean, those guys weren't being brats. They were taking a drink, right? They were, which is spiritual water, so they came to listen. So that could be, I got a message about, I know who those 2 crows are. Remember what we were going to do? We were going to kill them with kindness. We were going to be the nebula. We were going to not fight with fire. We were going to fight fire with love for those 2 crows because they're listening. They're learning something. Good. Good. All right, the items that we're going to choose from it, and we're also going to do sound healing. We're going to do the drum, and we're going to do the singing bowl. Yay! I'm sure the people in the neighborhood will be like, what is going on? So we start with the singing bowl, but before we do, we're going to pick our items. So you guys can choose from Crystal Magic, and I'm putting them in there, right? This is my little area, and I'm going to put them inside that. This is a glass fish tank that just kind of houses that beautiful piece of rainforest granite and my favorite pieces. Here is our Hummingbird Hawk Moth, This is the Sphinx totem. This is its pupa. And I don't know if it's alive in there, if it's ever going to come out, but I'm leaving it alone. I've been saving it to make sure that, you know, if it's going to come back. This sure came back. And here's my honey bear, my honey babe. So we're going to choose from the honey bear. We're going to choose from the crystals. We're going to choose from the hummingbird hawk moth pupa. So that's 1, 2, 3. So what would be, 3 seems to be the magic number. So this is another stone that I got in Sedona. So I would say, because look, they're all, you think of the hearts, they're 3, right? Everything is love, it's all hearts. Everything that I get from Sedona, when I'm walking down the trail, there always seem to be hearts to me. So the hearts, we're gonna call them the hearts. Anything, 3-sided hearts, okay? So we're gonna start with those. Okay, so now let me move this out of the way. Let's do our singing bowl to bring in really positive energy, excited, happy, peaceful energy. If there is any negative energy, we're gonna vibrate it away from us. We're gonna ask that anything negative goes in here, pulls it in, vibrates it out, and when it comes outside of this 24 karat gold, which is reminding you of your self-worth and what's important, as it vibrates out of that, it's going to, because this is called the laughing Buddha, right? I'm the little Buddha, this is the laughing Buddha. And love is gonna vibrate out to everyone and everything. And we're gonna be making this go at such a high velocity that nothing is gonna be able to come in and attach to us. No negative energy, we don't want it. Oh, I needed to tell you guys, I didn't take my place in Sedona. Okay, so listen, here we go. Okay, put this back real quick. The drum's coming out for our intermission. Okay, so I'm gonna shuffle. We're gonna start with the feathered omens, and for those who chose the crystal grouping, I did. I love this patio. I love this patio. I love my garden. I love it. I love all my plants. There's not one of these plants that I would be okay leaving. They're like my kids. I'm just so happy to see them so full and healthy. You know, no insects in here yet. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose the crystal clusters. And then I'm going to put them inside there to display them. That way they won't get dirty, they won't get broken, because they're really delicate. They're very, very fragile. It's like a crystal children, right? And crystal, it's like a crystal children and empath. Well, we're all empathic. The indigo children and indigo adults, right? We're strong, but we're also extremely sensitive, delicate. So you have to be protected behind a clear shielding, which is why they're going to be inside that. I find uses for everything. I think it's hysterical, my old fish tank that Merlin grew out of because he's so big. Okay, for those who chose the crystal clusters, ooh, that was it. All right. Shoot, how did I pick it up? Did I pick it up like that? Well, I don't know which way I picked it up. So it's the Kingfisher, and the Kingfisher is one of the most beautiful birds. We have them here at the lake. I was so excited when I first saw my first Kingfisher. They're periwinkle, the best color in the world, my best color. And the interesting thing about the Kingfisher is that normally the male species of animals, the males are the brightest ones, right? Whereas in this situation, it's the females that stand out. So I think that this came out in reverse. I'm pretty sure it did. So in the upright, it talks about you coming into a time of prosperity and love and happiness. It's called halcyon days. You're leaving it's kind of like this energy. You're leaving the darkness and you're coming into this beautiful, bright, sunshiny days. So this is interesting to me because this came in reverse, and I said I chose these crystal clusters. So it's not that it's the opposite, that things aren't there for you. It just says there's a bit of a dark cloud hanging over you right now, and a lot of it is self-created. It's hindering your ability to see the sunshine. So I find it hard. I don't feel that way about myself right now, so I'm curious. I'm just listening though. But you're hanging on to the past in regards to something, dwelling on or obsessing on things that you can't change, which is interesting. I haven't been doing that, so maybe I wonder if this didn't come up. I'm gonna, I'll give you the message for it, but I feel like we need both messages because that doesn't apply to me at all. I don't feel that at all. It's telling, I know what it's telling us. It's telling us not to get too comfortable with old ways, familiar ways. It wants you to try something different. It wants you to stretch yourself. So here's my message. I didn't end up taking the studio in Sedona. I left all my things there. They're in her basement, they're stored, but it was too small. I couldn't make it work. I couldn't have done 3 cats there. I tried as hard as I could to try and meander and maneuver, and I thought, well, you know, I can just put everything in the basement, right? I don't have to take anything. But there was just too many things. Like the walls were really, really thin, and I could hear the people next door having sex, and I thought, oh God, no, I can't do that because I do readings like this, right? And I can't be told I can't do my readings in my own studio. Not to mention, I don't want to hear anybody else having sex, thanks. There was just things that it wouldn't work, and I thought about it, and I thought about it, and I didn't unpack my car the entire week because of that. But at the last moment, you know, after I'd been hiking, and I thought, you know what, I just get rid of everything, and I'll just bring it down really small. And I looked around the room, and I figured out that I had figured a way that I could put certain things out. And I asked if I could, because I was told I could do whatever I wanted in the front area, and I was going to put a gazebo up, and then I was told no, and there was just a very small area, and I thought, I can't do that to my cats. Siam, they like to come outside, and it's not safe for them right there, and the whole thing, it just didn't work for me. So I woke up this morning, and I wrote to her, and I said, I can't take the studio. And she was really cool about it, you know, and she said that I could leave my stuff in storage there, and if I find another place out there, my stuff's already there, you know. And she goes, you can leave it here as long as you want. So this is, and then I came here, and I got all happy, and I started looking around, and I'm like, oh, you know, it's so pretty. And my landlord says, just go get your stuff and come back. The house, I'm probably not going to sell the house after all. And then I thought, and so this is the message. Don't get comfortable. You were supposed to move. You were supposed to stretch. So I did have my intention out there that my old landlord, Gordon, would open up his place for me, right? And I'm supposed to call him. So the good thing is that I don't have to, I have a storage unit. My stuff's already out there. But this is your message. Don't get comfortable where you're at, because you're meant to stretch. You're meant to, there's things in the past that you can't change. There's nothing you can do about it. It's over, it's done. So it's about moving forward. Don't go backwards like I was gonna go backwards. Don't do that. Make sure that you're very, very prepared before you make the changes. So that is a good message for me, because, I mean, even for myself, I was just gonna jump on it. And that's the fool energy, right? Just go it, just wing it. And every time I would bring up something to her, well, what about this? Oh, well, don't worry about it. We'll figure it out. That's not the way I work. I have to know, right? I gotta know. And that's what this is saying. Don't just say, oh, don't worry about it. We'll figure it out later. Now, there's certain things that you are meant to do that with. But at this time, you have to be thoroughly prepared so that you're not disappointed in something. They don't want you to give up something old for something new right now, which is interesting, which is this. Don't give this up for that yet. So things have shifted. Isn't that interesting? It's like, why? I didn't tell you. That morning when I woke up the day that I was leaving, I said to Spirit, I should just take my stuff home. And I heard, no, leave it here. And I said, really? Really? And they said, yeah, leave it here. And I'm like, and then I kind of waited, and I kind of did my thing, and I did a reading, and then I asked again. I said, I don't know, I think maybe I should just, you know, it's all in the car. It's not a big deal. They're all in boxes. I could just put them in, you know, in the storeroom downstairs. I don't have to put everything back out. And I heard, no, leave them. So I thought, okay, I'm staying. I thought, well, maybe that was just my last minute cold feet, not wanting to stay. So I said to her, can I put the boxes in? She goes, so you're going to take the place? And I said, yeah. And I was going to go for it. But then on the way home, and in my dreams, I was shown, no, you're not taking that place, but you are meant to keep your soul. Spirit knew what they were doing, right? They knew we're going to get her stuff out there. They knew it wasn't going to work out, but they also knew that the woman would offer me, because I said, I'll get my stuff out of there as soon as I can. And she said, it's not my way. It's in the basement. Don't worry about it. You can keep it there as long as you want. So don't give up something old for something new right now. And yet that was a part of preparing, right? It's already there, it's done. But right now, just hang out here now, because what you want is not that place. So this is a really good message, because I've done personal readings for 2 people last night. As soon as I came home from Sedona, I did one before I left, and one when I got home last night. And both of them got the same message that we all got in the readings. The silver siren, remember? An opportunity being offered to us, and we don't want to take it. And then remember the guest of honor. There is something going to be brought to you. You're going to be chosen. Something that you wanted is going to choose you. So that's what it is. It's like, you don't want to take the one, that silver siren, it looks really good, but there were things about it that was not going to work out for you. So it wasn't that Spirit is contradicting itself. It's not. They did want me to go out. They did want me to take my boxes and put them there and store them there. They just knew that that wasn't the place for me. The place is going to be offered to me. It's coming. My stuff will already be there. So for the 2 people that I read for, they both there's a big change in their job, and they're firing a lot of people, and then they're going to be offering others certain positions. Well, there's a reason they were supposed to leave that job, and the offer that they were already given was not something they were to take. That was the silver siren. They both got the same message, and then they both got that there's something else coming. So it isn't the first offer, it's the next one. We're going to not change what's working right now. We're going to wait. There's a little bit of patience while the other one comes through, because otherwise you're going to find yourself drowning. You'll be overhead. The Kingfisher is a diving bird. They dive down under the water to get what they need, and they don't drown. They're very strong swimmers. However, if you don't do it the right way, Spirit says you will drown. You'll end up if you're not prepared, you won't be able to handle things, because it's not the way it was being presented. And that's what I found. Things were not as they were being presented to me. I couldn't make it work, and Spirit was showing me in various different ways, and I kept kind of pushing ahead, because I really wanted Sedona so bad, and it's difficult to find a place that you can have 3 cats, right? And it was in such the perfect spot, the perfect location. So it might be like, oh, I really, really love this company. I love working for this company. This was my dream job. And now they're going to offer me, a branch off of this. No, don't take it, because that's something that's going to work for them. It's not working for you. You're not in the company like you think you are. This isn't the job for you. So this is what this message is. So for both people that I read for, that's your message. I get it. It's my message too. And it was in reverse. Okay. For those who chose the honey bear, and I did. I'm going to take all the messages probably. For those who chose the honey bear, we're going to do the divine circus oracle. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Can I just get some water? Hold on, I'm out. Okay. Oh my God. I didn't drink enough water in Sedona at all. And you know what's interesting? When I got home here last night, it was so beautiful. My little California heart started pinging when I came across the border, and I was going through Lambs Canyon and seeing what the rain has done. I've been posting, if you guys are on my Facebook channel, Sherry Columbus Angels Whisper, and I've been sharing into my Angels Whisper page too, my work page. The hills just like green and beautiful, and purple flowers and orange flowers and poppies, and oh my God. And I just got I'm like, oh, I'm a California girl. I just got a bomb and ass stereo, hey? For those who chose the honey bear, I mean, that's California, right? That's Northern California. Love that area. Pismo Beach. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose the honey bear. Oh my gosh. Spirit makes me laugh. Clown at the Crossroads. That's where we are. And look at her face. That's me. Oh, what do I do now? Right? What do I do now? So the number is 32. 3, full circle completion. As I said, the Ascended Master's working with you. Self, higher self, and spirit. Reminder to work with spirit. And the number 2, everything is happening exactly as it is meant to happen with divine blessings for everyone involved. Together, it's 5. 5 is disagreements, confusion, arguments, difficulty. And because of that, there's a need for change. And so now there is a significant change. And it's always going to be for the better. So it's a good idea to call upon Spirit to help us with these changes that we're going through. But look at the face here. And there's an opportunity here. There's an opportunity right in front of you. It might be seeing, and this is hard for me, right? This is my tear that I'm dropping. It's saying farewell to what you've known. You're at a crossroads and you need to move forward. You can't continue the way things have been. You need to keep moving forward. Something has to be released in order for something else to be gained. So it's time to take chances and make a choice. So I knew that I was just getting a slight reprieve, right? It wasn't about you're not going forward. It's you just have to wait and make the next step. So you are at a place in your life where you need to have a change because things can't continue going on the way they have been before. This is about breaking old patterns, breaking old belief systems. This is it's a life-changing moment, or it soon will be. This is what's going on right now. You can try to keep things going, what is the word? Status quo, right? Those are nervous people. Whenever I read with an animal deck, and one of the messages shows a dragon, a bearded dragon, and he's sitting on a rock. And his message is status quo. He goes, just leave things as they are right now. Don't change anything. Leave things as they are, and check in again with me soon, right? This is somebody who's procrastinating. This is somebody who's afraid to change, right? You can try and do that and do it as long as you can, but you're going to be saying no to a path that's opening up for you that Spirit wants to bring you and wants you to go down, which is what I was saying about my clients. We're all mirroring each other, right? It could have been your dream job. This is my dream patio. I love this studio, but it's in the wrong place for me, right? And the same for them. This is my dream job. I love this company, but they didn't treat that person very well, and they're letting people go. And then they're going to hand them off a little shit job, right? No, that's not what you're supposed to cut loose of that. So you can't go on without making a choice. And remember, we kept getting the commitment. I'm going to make a commitment. And I said I make a commitment to going to Sedona. I was going to take the studio. I can't take that studio, but there's got to be something else that will open up, right? So we got to be patient. We also have to be courageous enough to make this change, because it is hard. It is hard leaving what we love, right? We have to leave something behind. We always have. It's like you're going along, and you've got you're carrying, things, a couple things that you love, but oh my God, I really love that. But I've got to put something down in order to grab the other, right? I can't have hands full in order to grab on to what's coming, and what's coming for us. Spirit wants us to have it because it's going to be amazing. It's like I told my client, have you ever seen that meme of it's Jesus, I think, or God, whoever you want it to be, and the little girl's holding on to this is me holding on to this blue teddy bear, which is remember the honey bear? That's why I call my twin that, the blue teddy bear. I'm holding on, please, no, and he's saying, here, hand him off to me, give him to me, and I'm saying, no, I love him, and he's saying, just trust me. And behind his back is a giant blue bear. It's the blue bear, but it's grown, it's bigger, it's better. It's not that little one that you've been holding on to. You got to let go of even the thought of that, because that's everything. Everyone is growing and changing, and now there's something bigger and better coming. So we need to trade off, is what Spirit's telling us at this time. We can't take our whole life with us. This whole life here can't go with me into Sedona. Some of it can. I can take the plants. I can take the rocks. They'll live there, right? The rocks will live there. The plants will live there too. If I have a place that's big enough, I can have my little table. I can set it up there. Not in that particular studio. And if you're talking about people like these people, right? You're not going to take these people with you. You're not going to I won't be taking, Julie with me, and I won't be taking my daughter and Trey with me. They're not coming with me. I'm going on my own. But some people can come visit, right now into your new life. If this is a new life for you, there may be changes that are happening, and some people won't go with you onto your new path. Some people will, right? But you'll be getting new relationships and new friends as well. And so if it's difficult for you, you have to honor those feelings, right? You've got to, maybe this I said is kind of like who was it that said, one of you soul family said to me, pack up your stuff and leave part of it there. Start taking things down off the walls, right? Put all your little knickknacks away, because that's slowly packing away and it will help you detach. So the next thing that has to happen is the pictures have to come off the walls. My daughter asked me if I had any art that she could have. She just rented they just got this giant house and they don't have any, I'm the one with all the stuff. So if I give it to her, I know I can't have it back because that's what happened the last time. And I ended up getting a couple of my pictures back, and I said when I was moving into that studio, do you want, a couple of these pictures? And she goes, you always want it back. So I know if I give it to her, it's done. But maybe I'm supposed to do that. Maybe it's time to release those, right? And then I can put up in their place the paintings, the painting that Janice did for me, the painting that Sandy did for me. There's other things that I have that I haven't been able to put out. Didn't have wall space, right? So some things you're going to release, some things you're going to give away, some part of your life you're going to let go of in order for you to bring the new in to your future. So for right now, it's almost like we're in a little bit of mourning. I said that, my little heartstrings started pulling, right? Because it's the letting go, it's the releasing, and it's getting ready for the new beginning. That stage isn't fun. It's what comes afterwards, as long as we're able to do that. We might be excited, we might be sad, we might be a mixture of both, right? And if you're grieving about something that you've had to let go of, like a relationship or a job that you loved, I have my friend, Kat, she's grieving right now. So she has to allow the tears to fall because she's releasing the past. But I kept saying, it's going to be freaking fantastic. What's coming for you is so much better than you understand. It's easy for me to say that to her, right? But I said, I'm doing the same thing. It's difficult. But if you're already at the place where you're excited about it, but you still have kind of like that nervousness about, I don't know what's coming around the corner. I don't know how this is going to play out. It's kind of like I said, it's the fool taking that leap, right? And Spirit is going to be there to catch you on the other side. Whatever it is that we need is going to be there to catch us. Spirit says that they want us to know that they're telling us that this is a guarantee. So they have affirmations. Let me see if there's an affirmation in this one. Ooh, I like this. There is one true golden path for me, and at the right time, illusion gives way to my inner truth revealed. With patience and peace, courage and confidence, I take a chance and make my choice. Without regret, doubt, or fear, I choose the way that feels loving and clear. Ooh, I like that. I like that. So then you can see a pathway unfolding in front of you, right? What does it look like? Is it crystals? Is it a pathway of crystals? Is it a golden path? Is it poppy fields? Is it like running along the side of a little brook, like a little river? Is it through the forest? That's the path leading you to the bright, bright palace at the end, your pot of gold. I think there's an affirmation though. This deck always has affirmations. Here it is. I make my choices from my heart at every crossroad in my life, always finding my way to greater happiness, peace, and pleasure. So that's your affirmation. All right? So, for those who chose okay, so I know we have the heart-shaped rocks. I know we have, oh, the hummingbird hawk moth. It's actually, you know what? I have to make a correction. It wasn't a hummingbird hawk moth that I saw on the hill. It was a hummingbird moth, period. Hummingbird moth. It wasn't a Sphinx moth. It wasn't. So this pupa is a hummingbird hawk moth. It's different. So for those who chose the hummingbird hawk moth, we're going to go back to the feathered omen. Do you want to see it, the pupa? And I don't know if he's in here. Like I said, he could be, because a butterfly doesn't weigh much, right? So this is the pupa. And inside from that comes out a beautiful hummingbird hawk moth. Now, those hummingbird hawk moths are the ones that decimated my pansies. They wanted my pansies. And that was the only one that survived. And I put him aside. The other ones got eaten by ants, and that one survived. I saved it. So we'll see if he comes out of that cocoon. He should be, I would say he should be coming out. He should have come out soon. I don't know. He may have died in his pupa shell. Oh, there's the red hawk. There's the red hawk. Are you going to come close? He may have died in his shell. And then I saw the red hawk. Red hawk says, look at things from a higher perspective. There's a message coming. Be prepared. Correct for neutrality. Oh, she flies high. I love seeing her with her bright red. There's no point in me turning her around until she comes closer, because I can't zoom in. So for those who chose the Hummingbird Hawk Moth, actually I think we're supposed to do the drum. This is our interlude. This is our interlude. Can you see? I want you to see the lake. Can you see it? I hope you guys could see that. I get so high on this, I can't tell you. How do you like my colors, right? Everything always color coordinated. I think that's hysterical. Oh, I love that. Okay. For those who chose, I should have said the drum. For those who chose the Sphinx Moth, if anybody would like help with a private reading, my website is www.theangelswhisper.com. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Please click like, subscribe, and share if these readings are helpful to you. Share them so that other people can get the messages. And I love your comments. Oh, my website is sherrycolumbus@yahoo.com. Okay, for those who chose the Sphinx Pupa. Ooh, I thought it dropped, but it was, Pheasant. Pheasant. I have pheasant feathers. They're on my pith hat from my quest up to Northern California. So the pheasant is talking about creativity in a time of abundance, I think, right? Fertility? Yeah. So I've got competing music. I've got music in my house that I'm getting a message. Hold on, I'm getting a message from the hawk. Hold on. Okay, so it's talking about strength and vision. Looking at things from higher. I'm sorry, I've just got to interject. It's going to help you right now in your in what's going on right now in your life. It's telling you the hawk is going to give you protection. The hawk is going to be protective of you, because the hawk is the messenger. I am the messenger. That was my main totem as I was given my job as a spiritual teacher. The red hawk came to me as the messenger, which is Archangel Gabriel as well. So the hawk is known as the guardian. The hawk is known as the guardian and the messenger. and they detect subtle movements. They're very good at details. I'm very good at details. They'll notice things. So when you see the hawk, it's warning you of possibilities of, it's interesting. They shows you, they warn you of a possibility, but they also warn you of possible trouble, which is what I was getting, and that's why I didn't take the studio. Your perception is right. You want to connect and understand what you're getting. Now, remember I said before it might have been a bit of a paradox, because, which is what I am 100%, but it's not a contradiction. It's a paradox. When, yes, leave your things here, yes. Oh, okay, so I'm taking the studio. No, we said leave your things here. They didn't say I was taking the studio. They said leave your things here. So both had to happen. So there are possibilities, yes, but there's also a possibility of trouble. So what you pick up, I knew something wasn't right. I wasn't comfortable with it, right? So Spirit figured out a way. They engendered a way. I didn't do that. I didn't do that on purpose. I didn't leave my things at her house knowing I wasn't going to go back. I really thought I was going to go back until this morning. But Spirit knew. Maybe my higher self knew, right? Sometimes we don't understand why we're being, it's kind of like the Heyoka coming out as the trickster, right? We're tricked into doing what our higher self knows we need to do. Sorry, dry. That's what I was going to say. When I got here last night, it was really, really humid. But it's dry at the same time. It's really bizarre. Like humid at night, dry in the daytime. So the hawks have on the back of their, we're doing pheasant here. The hawks have on the back of their talon, I have hawk talons here. They're like these little blades that stick out on the bottom part of where their claws. It's kind of like when puppies have dew claws, right? They have a very, very sharp hook here, and they use it to kick back. So it's about protection. It's self-protection. It's like a scale to kick back. So if anyone, like a rattlesnake, comes at them to bite them, they kick back, right? It's a striking apparatus that they use. So the red hawk is showing up to show you, we want you to take a look at the details, because the hawk can see things too. They can see a mouse from 500 feet in the air. They can see a mouse in the field. They've got radar vision. So you're being encouraged to grasp the opportunities that come, that feel right. Don't have fear. Grasp the opportunities. But then when they present themselves, but with the ones that you feel uncomfortable with, make sure that you're protecting yourself at the same time. And so with the hawk coming, it's telling you to move forward with your plans with your eyes wide open, okay? Positively, not scared. Okay, so that was the first message that came out, and that's why the hawk had to show up right then. I had to say that because maybe this will all, it's all kind of tying in together. So the time of fertility, so here's the opportunity, right? We were told that we were going to be getting an opportunity. So this is fertility, opportunity, sexuality. This is the sacral chakra on fire, right? The seat of sexual energy and creativity. You think about the tail feathers. They're beautiful. I'll show you. Let me get it. I'll show you. When I went on my quest up to Northern California the last time, all of these feathers found their way to me. I picked these feathers up. These were all gifted. So I put them all on my pith hat. I literally wore it one day at the beach. People were staring at me. It was hysterical. So these are the beautiful feathers. Let's look at it in the light. Look at the colors. You see the purple and the pink? And those are pheasant feathers. The gold, purple tinge. They're beautiful. So what's going on is those tail plumes, they've been plucked, and people used to use them in hats and dresses and brooches. They're associated with sexuality and expressing your sexuality. And it doesn't just mean having sex. Your sex drive is your greatest force that you have, creative force. So we were just told by the hawk that there's going to be opportunities that are going to be presenting themselves to us, right? And Spirit says, we want you to grab those opportunities and take them. We want you to go with them. If you guys watched the reading, the last reading I did in Sedona, I was sitting underneath the goddess, and I said, she's pregnant. You could see that she was pregnant. You could see her belly. And I didn't finish saying what I was supposed to say. That's why this reading probably came up. She's pregnant because she's the Empress. The Empress is pregnant with possibility. It's rebirth, new birth, right? New beginnings. And that's what we were under. We were underneath the goddess, the Empress, with her belly. So it's telling you that right now, the efforts that you put forward at this time, they're going to grab. Any other time that you would have done it, like a month ago, 2 months ago, it may not have flown, but now they're going to take flight. That's why we're getting all the avian messengers. And anything that takes seed is going to grab hold, right? In a much more dynamic way than it ever would have before. So it's encouraging you to go after your creative ideas and expressions, because other people are going to receive you well. They're going to hear you. They're going to listen to what you have to say. This is a good idea for you to explore your ideas, the type of creativity. The one that my friend that the job's ending, she says I'm doing something with my resume. And she was encouraged to go out on her own. She wasn't supposed to stay with that company. She was supposed to take a leap of faith and not allow fear to stop her, because she has all the gifts. And so right now, that's what Spirit wants you to do, to take a look at what you have to offer. The ideas are going to start flowing in the next little while for you. And you're going to be able to work with them and give expression to them. And Spirit wants you to do that. And if you do it, it's going to bring a lot of benefits towards you, but there's going to be some really, really good surprises along the way. And what's so cool is they're giving you a time frame that this is going to happen. The fact that we were underneath the Empress, and the Empress always speaks about a baby being born, a new project, new beginnings, right? Within the next 9 months, your ideas, your creative projects, your endeavors are going to explode within the next 9 months. So, as I said, I feel as though you are mirroring another person in my life's life, and it was the dream job, it was the family job, and I have to walk away from this. It's not going to work for me. But they were being told that what they had, it's what you have. They want to give you like a remote job so you can work for the company. But it's not for your benefit. That's for their benefit, because they're taking from you. You're the one that has the gift. You're the one that has the ability. You're now are the one that needs to get out and speak. You're the one that needs now to pitch your ideas. You are the one. You have this. You are the Empress. You are the one that's pregnant with possibilities. So run with it. And this is a guarantee. If you do that within 9 months, because you're like, oh my God, I thought, this was my perfect job. This is what I wanted. And now I'm losing my job. Oh my God, oh my God. There's the osprey. Right then, okay, so I knew my twin was involved in this. I knew, because that's him. So the osprey is a diving hawk. We already saw the red hawk, which is me. She's over there. And here's the osprey. Oh, please come closer. Oh, there you are, babe. My favorite hawk. Oh, you will dive down under your emotional waters, and you will emerge safe and sound. The osprey says there's important information pending at this time. When it comes, the window of time is very short, and they want you to dive on it. They do not want you to hesitate, because the window won't open up again for some time. Oh my God. Right when I said that. So I knew that the one that I cared about had that same issue, worrying about walking away from that job. But they were the ones that have the nest egg, and you don't have to worry, because within 9 months, you're going to be booming. Song? Okay, I won't tell you the song because it's personal. That's pretty funny. Okay, so that's pretty cool. So we have the red hawk and the hummingbird hawk moth, which is the Sphinx moth, and we have the osprey. But I already told you what the hawk had to say. There's a little bit more information about the osprey, so we're going to put that out with the reading. Okay. So then the last item. Now I'm sitting here, my throat is dry, and I'm sticky. So weird at the same time, humid and hot. I would not do well in a place like Florida. Freaking hate it. Oh, interesting. Is this the one you want us to use? Because one of the cards just flew out. I'm gonna shuffle. I'm gonna put this to the side because I think they want us to see this one, but I want to see if there was another card message that needed to be spoken about, which is going to be with the hearts. The three-sided stones. Any stone on my deck that's three-sided, it's usually in the shape of a heart, but that's what we're gonna go with now. And I choose those too. I choose all of these. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose the heart-shaped rock. Actually, I'm going to put this in and shuffle it and see if it comes out again. If it doesn't, I'll pull it out anyway. Correct for neutrality on all levels. So we're going to get a double hitter with this one. We did get a double hitter because we had the osprey show up and the red hawk. Oh, that's my spiritual twin and myself. I like that. Showing up at the same time. Interesting, too. She was going east, and he was going east, too. Normally, they've come from this direction, right? But she was going that way, and he was following. Going to Sedona. Maybe further. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Oh, now they're flying together. They're circling right now. I've never seen them fly together. God, I wish I could zoom in so you guys could see this. I've never seen them circle together, ever. Ever. They're always loners. Full circle completion, coming together. Correct for neutrality on all levels for those who chose the hearts. Oh my God. Oh my God. So there's a reason why we had 2 cards come out, because this is it again. Remember I told you? Oh gosh. And now we have a falcon. Oh my God. You saw that, right? You saw that, right? The osprey, the falcon, and the red hawk. All of the raptors. All we need now is my great horned owl to land on the roof. That's where he roosts. And sometimes he sits right there. Oh my God. I know you had to have seen that falcon. That was way too close. Falcon message. Falcon is victory. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're going to put out osprey and falcon. Oh, I don't know how I can put them all on there. Oh my God. Okay, so the reason this is, oh my gosh. Okay, I've got to show you both because they both just came out. Oh my gosh. Her wicked ways and the silver siren. The same person, the same energy, the same. Look at that. Blue-eyed bitch. Both of them. Cold as ice, unfeeling, no natural affection. This is the mother. And that's confirmation. The bird, that was a coot. And the coots go and they clean up all the debris. Confirmation again. Wow. So we have got the silver siren, which is what we talked about in the last several readings, which has come up in both of the readings that I just privately did, and now again today. So 3 times. Whenever Spirit brings something forward 3 times, you cannot ignore it. You and these hearts, they're all 3-sided. 3 times, emphasis 3 times. You have to pay very, very close attention. So the silver siren, we know that this is either a person or an opportunity, like I said, you know, something, and it doesn't have to be that the person is evil, or the situation is evil. It's just, it's telling you that it's not good for you. However, for it to come out with her wicked ways, it is evil. This is dark energy. So this is something that's enchanting you, something that's enticing to you. This is the siren that wants to sing the song and drown you. You will be the kingfisher that drowns if you listen to this. If you go after that false light, if you take that job opportunity that they're trying to sell you and it's not for you, it's for them. Don't be sucked into this. You'll be selling your soul to the devil if you buy into this. It's not for you. This is what you have to be careful for. Don't learn this lesson again. This is a chance for you to say no to something that's enticing you. Even if you get to the place where you feel like you might regret it. Remember when I said no to the studio and I thought, shit, I just lost the only place that I have. My other landlord hadn't come through with me and I got to leave now, and that was a place that I could have had my 3 cats. I know I'm supposed to be there, but I knew I wasn't. I couldn't say yes to it. There were things that would have hurt more than helped me. So even if you fear that you're going to regret it later on, so this is confirmation for me that I made the right choice. I know that I did. Even if you feel that you might regret it later on, not taking that chance. Remember I said, I feel as though the one that I love has lost a job or is walking away from a job and is worried about how am I going to handle things, what am I going to do? And right then, the osprey showed up and said, there's important information pending, right? There's an opportunity coming. And then when that one comes, we want you to grab it. But the window of time is very, very short. We don't want you to take this offer, not the first one. Now, you prepare. Remember, I got myself there. I got my stuff there, but not that place. So when she's coming here, Spirit says this is a chance for you to trust what your soul is saying, what your heart is telling you, and discern the truth, because there's falsehood here. There is no love in this situation. This one is not capable of loving. This one has no natural affection. You need to stay true to your heart. Even if the persons are saying to you, oh, this is a great opportunity for you. I know what's good for you. This is in your highest good, right? You'd be crazy to pass up this opportunity. No, Spirit says, don't. Oh, it's too good to pass up. It's a get rich quick. It's a one-hit wonder. Yeah, no. For you, maybe, not for me. Selling my soul to the devil. I keep thinking of that song by Stained. I landed in LA and this guy said, I'm going to help you get rich. He goes, all you need to do is, lose it. And lose that beard, shed 10 pounds, and leave that wife and those friends, and put some nice clothes on, and I'll make you a millionaire. I'll make you famous. And the guy said, no thanks. I'd rather be, you know, down an old dirt road. This is me. This is me. That's not me. And this is what happens in this situation. You're going to have to compromise your integrity. Even if you try to make it work, like even with me, for that studio, it doesn't have to be a person. It doesn't have to be a job. That studio for me, I tried to figure out ways that I could make it work, and it would have hurt me in the long run. It would have hurt my animals. It would have hurt me. There was a lot of things that were hidden that started to come out, and it wasn't going to be in my highest good. So this is your opportunity to stand in your own highest light. And then this is just confirmation on my 2 readings. I really am excited to give this to them. This, for it to come out at the same time as her wicked ways, this one is telling you, this one wants to squash you. You're meant to shine. You're meant to be out there and be beautiful and be seen and to grow. This one doesn't want you to. This one wants to step on your dreams. This one wants to freeze your enthusiasm. This one wants to rain on your parade. Don't allow them to. Shine like the light that you are. This is a time for you to be stubborn in the highest way. This Snow Queen is not in your highest good. Now, this is a personal message for someone listening, and you know what I'm saying. A Snow Queen. A queen is a gay man, right? Snow, cocaine. Enough said. You know who this is. So this one is critical of you. This is the one that constantly brings up your mistakes in the past, constantly lets you know what you're not capable of doing, that you can't do something without them, when in fact it's them that can't live without you. This is the one that is telling you that you don't have that kind of courage. You don't have that kind of stick-to-itiveness. You've never done that before. It's not going to be successful, right? What kind of a best friend would speak to you this way? Wow, this is your best friend? I encourage my best friends. I see that my twin can do anything he sets his mind to. He's freaking incredibly talented. Yes, he can. Anything he wants to do, he can do. He's capable of doing it. Who isn't capable of doing it is the Snow Queen. And that's why it's a codependent relationship, that these Snow Queen people latch on to the ones that are doing all the work so they can suck their energy and get them to do their work. This is the one that you want to stay away from. This is the one that puts the little seed of doubt into your head. This is the one that whispered into my twin's ear negative thoughts and caused him to make different decisions. This is the one that finds your Achilles heel and knows how to step on it. Remember that song? I've been reading books of old, legends and the myths of Achilles and his gifts, but I don't see myself upon this list. I look at Superman. Superman unfurls a cape before he lifts. I don't see myself upon this list. Do you know why you don't see yourself? Because this one's been whispering, because they know what your Achilles heel is. They know what your weakness is. They know what you're afraid of, and they're going to plant a seed of doubt. Never underestimate the power of planting a seed. These people are smart. These people are manipulators. These people are narcissistic, bloodless, selfish, lazy sons of bitches. That's what this is. And this can be a company, this can be a job, this can be a religion, this can be a friend, a frenemy, right? Unfortunately, it could be a family member, because this one is jealous. This one is jealous and wants to see you fail. They want to see you fall because they haven't been able to do this on their own. This is a washed-up actor. This is someone who can't grab the light without you giving it to them. This is someone who feels entitled to everything being brought to them, but they couldn't achieve this without you. So they don't want you to go anywhere, because without you, they'd have to do their own work. You are a martyr for them. You are thinking you're saving or helping them, but you're not. You're doing their dirty work, and they're getting all the glory. And you're not going to be able to expand, grow. You won't feel love coming from this. What you're feeling is those 2 crows that keep coming out of the void. That's why they've been hanging around here all day. I get it. I get it. So right now, this one might come to you as someone who's supposed to be a loved one, right? A colleague who wants to see you fail because they want your job or they want you to look bad. It could be your own negative self-talk. This could be you. This could be you. This could be your own fear. This could be your devil on your own shoulder, spewing bullshit so that you don't move forward, telling you that you can't when you can do anything. Anything is possible. When she shows up, Spirit says you need to listen to your heart. This one doesn't have a heart. No matter where she comes from, there's only one way to deal with this one. when she tries to freeze you out. You know who this reminds me of? When my mother could go, she had a very caustic tongue. She had a viper tongue. So I'm thinking of the snake, right? A viper tongue. And when she didn't want me to do something, because there comes the osprey. When she didn't want me to do something that I wanted to do, the words that would come out would be, or like when she was angry or disappointed or disgusted. Disgusted, that's the word. If I did something that made her mad, maybe I did something wrong, right? But the message, what she would say is, who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? And there's that song, right? I was lightning before the thunder. And they said, you're always riding in the back seat. You know, who do you think you are? And here I am now on the stage, and you're clapping in the nosebleeds while I'm up on stage. That's this one. This is the stage mom that doesn't want to see this one succeed because they're jealous. It's really sad. Who do you think you are, right? And what you need to say is, I'm me. This is who I am. Song right now, boy, aren't you getting tired of trying to fill that void, right? Shallow. This is a shallow individual. This one, what you need to do at this time is take your hand away from this icy grip of this company, of this friend, of this frenemy, of this parent. Whatever this is, whoever this is, you know who this is. You know what this feels like. I don't need to beat this down. You get it. And the fact that it's coming double whammy, and I said that those two crows are hanging out, right? I know who those two crows are. Damn. Why do I always want to believe that somebody's decent, you know? I just want to see the best in people. As soon as I say that, the coot shows up. It's time to weed. That's what they do. They go along the shore of their emotional waters and they clean up all the debris. So there's still some things that need to be cleaned up. Apparently, cords cut. So stop talking to these ones. You know who they are. You know that you've got the ability to move forward. You need to go to a place where you are loved, where you are encouraged, where people aren't envious of you and jealous of you and wanting to see you fail. That's not a friend. It's not a friend. I want to see you succeed. You know what? A really classy woman likes other women to succeed, helps other women succeed, isn't jealous of them being successful. So is there an affirmation here for these ones? I love this. Who do you think you are? You must stand up tall and true and reply, I am me. Save your soul-slaying doubt-making for another day. I take my own hand, free from your icy grip. If you stay anywhere near me, I will melt you with my creative fire and my warmth of love. So be gone, wicked one. It's time for you to move on. Remember what I said about the message from the Oracle of Shadows and Light, Strange Love? And it showed this one, the little girl that was, I'm going to have to show it to you. Hold on. And what comes up right away as other confirmation is death and the maiden. Invasion, boundaries, violated, dominance. This is somebody leaning over you. This is the same person. What I wanted to show you was Strange Valentine that came up for us. And it shows that this one, this icy one, this wicked queen, she's, or he, is the one that's trying to talk you into staying away from this love, this person that you love. Because they're saying, this one is a monster. They'll shred you. They'll rip you to shreds. They'll bite into you. They're a vampire. When in all reality, this is the same one. This is the one who's leaning over you, dominating you, sucking your life force. And when you look at this one's afraid. That guy's a monster. That girl's a monster. It's not them. It's someone else. There's love here, right? So this wicked one, that wicked queen, is trying to get you to believe that this is a monster, or that this idea that you have is a negative, it's going to take from you, when in all reality they know it's not. This is your chance to get free. So you say out loud to these ones, to all three, interesting, 3 different variations of this nasty bitch. Job, man, woman, opportunity, not an opportunity. Your own negative self-talk, whoever this might be, okay? Here's what I say to soul-slaying, doubt-creating mischief makers. Be gone from me now and always. I choose to live another way. With love and trust and self-belief, I'm on my path daily that brings me peace. And then you tell yourself, I love you. You're doing a great job. Keep going, because it's just going to get better and better and better. So here's your affirmation. I take my own Healing hand. I'm not going to let you look at those negativities. Let's show the love, right? Let's show the positivity, because this is the truth. This is the truth. This is real love. This is a real friend, right? This is a safe place. And then you say, I take my own hand with inner confidence. I do what I need to do. Shining bright like the sun, I bring the warmth of love and creative fire into the world. We don't need the Snow Queen anymore. Thank you very much. What stuck to me? Healing. It's time for a healing. All right, you guys, there's our reading. That was amazing. We got the most amazing totem messengers. I can't even stand it. I'm super stoked. Super stoked. Song right now. I knew it was to be the song. All my friends are heathens. Take it slow. Don't make a move. Please don't move too. What is it? Let's do this, because this is what we're talking about. Wait for them to ask you who you know. Please don't make any sudden moves. You don't know the half of the abuse at the hands of this wicked Snow Queen and the mother. This could be a son and mother. This could be a daughter and mother. This could be your own mother. This could be a friend. This could be a company. This could be a religion. I say it's family. All my friends are heathens. Could be your work family, right? You think that you belong, but you really don't. They're the ones that put you down, who make you feel like you're different. The ones that are constantly telling you that you can't do it, that it's not going to work out. Who do you think you are? I know who I am. Why'd you come? I knew you should have stayed. I tried to warn you just to stay away. This one. And now they're outside, ready to bust. Those ones. It looks like you might be one of us. Now remember what I said about the icy grip? This one's icy grip. Right? This one's icy grip. Peel your icy grip away, and I said, I'm not here to hurt you. I'm here to love you. And those claws and those fangs that hang down, they're not to hurt you. They're to hold on to that ice so that you won't drown. They're holding on to the edge of the ice. That came out yesterday, and there was no mistake for that. So there's our reading for the day. It's over. So let's take a look at what we got going out here. All of our birds are gone. You know, they come right when they're supposed to, and then they're gone. It's amazing.
Butterflies too.
We had a falcon show up, a red hawk, and the osprey. All of them. It was amazing.
During the reading?
Yep. All right, guys, I love you. Speak soon.